Assembly is a co-op or solo game for 1 to 2 players currently, although the current Kickstarter does allow you to increase that to 3 to 4 players. It is set in a spaceship whose AI has gone haywire, and you're attempting to match the modules, which are the little tokens there, with the bays, which are the cards. It's worth saying that this copy is a prototype copy, but represents the final game in terms of gameplay. The cards you'll be using give you various actions like deploying a module where you roll the dice and apply it to the clock face, or locking 2 modules. You can only lock modules, luckily that one went straight on the one it needed to, if they are on the matching bay, and you do that by turning everything around. You can do up to 2 with the red card. Yellows let you switch modules positions, so we can switch a green and a red there, and of course then the green leafy one is in position. And these let you rotate all modules 1 or 2 clockwise or anti-clockwise, and there are also solar variants. For example, this purple cheeky lad here. Either solo or together with another player, you'll use these cards to manipulate the modules and burn through the deck 3 times before you lose or win. To make the job even harder, you can add these malfunction cards. Each player can have a player ability, and you can add these glitches as well if you're insane. The game also has 2 expansions currently on Kickstarter, which offer a load of new powers, some more malfunctions and glitches, and challenge you to resequence or deal with robots in the override mode. In resequence, as soon as you've locked a bay, you must continue to lock the rest of the bays in order. To help you do this, you have a new power which essentially locks a bay down for 1 turn. So when everything rotates or gets shuffled, you can slap that card there and keep a bay where it is. With the override expansion, you are not only trying to lock down all the bays and modules, but also the relevant robot with its target robot. So this purple will need to move around with bays and with modules, and get to the bay of its target. And when it does, it will be able to be locked using the standard procedure. That is how to play Assembly. Assembly is a fantastic little 1 or 2 player puzzle game where you have limited communication. I really like the base game. I find it challenging. There are options in the box to make it even more challenging, and I have a lot of fun with the kind of clock setup and trying to move stuff and making those decisions between locking things in early but perhaps wasting a lot because you're only locking 1, or pushing it out all the modules and trying to then manipulate them. The 2 new expansions add more difficulty if you should want it, and more challenge. The resequence one challenging you to put once you've locked a bay, to lock the rest all in order, working around the clock face. And the override expansion, which is my favourite of the 2, adding 2 robots in which also need locking and can be manipulated alongside the cards. I really like the fact that although there is an abstract nature to the game, that the design and stories kind of embrace this rogue AI. The cards, I like the artwork because it kind of looks abstract but on theme as well, which I really enjoy. Also, the developers and publishers, Wren Games, have worked on a 3 to 4 player mode. I have not been able to try that yet, but I'm very excited. I believe you do need 2 core boxes to play that mode, but it's a game that keeps on giving because of this. My opinion of the game is very high, and I think anyone who likes cooperative games, anyone who wants a co-op game that does things differently to kind of the pandemic formula, is going to find a lot to enjoy here. Anyone who likes solo gaming is also going to be well rewarded for picking up a copy of Assembly. The Assembly core game is available in retailers, and the 2 new expansions are available as part of the Sensor Ghosts Kickstarter, which hopefully the link to will appear down below. So, what do I think of the game? This is just ratings for the the core box. I enjoyed the expansions, but as they're currently live and things can change, they're more of a preview. So for Override and Resequence, I really liked them. Check out the Kickstarter. For the Assembly box on its own, that's available in retail now, I like it a lot. So let's go through my little criteria. Is it intimidating? I think there are elements of intimidation there, in the kind of, if you haven't played solo games before, that can be you can feel a bit weird playing on your own. The limited communication in a co-op game is, are you breaking the rules? How tightly do you apply those rules? The rule book itself is very good at kind of giving you your own leeway with that. But yeah, there is some intimidation there in setting it up and understanding cards. Not heavy intimidation, but there is a little bit there. The rule book is good and clear and helps with all that. And did I have fun playing it? I had a lot of fun playing it. It's the kind of game you just want to set up and go again. Almost like, what's it called? A kind of solitaire variant, almost, but with theme, with abstract theme. And I really liked it. Would I add Assembly to my collection? I absolutely would add Assembly to my collection. It's different to other co-op games I've got. It can be played relatively quickly, and the value for Assembly is being constantly increased by the developers, Wren Games. So it's a strong recommendation for me for Assembly. If you like that, it's well worth checking out the Sensor Ghosts Kickstarter, which adds a new co-op game, Sensor Ghosts, which is the continuation of the story, and also adds 2 little expansions to Assembly. Thanks very much for watching Board Deck and Dice. We will see you next time.